Hello again, everybody. Boyd here with you. Well, today I'm in the model display room for a follow-up video for our B-36 Peacemaker. Finished this model up here a couple of weeks ago and promised I'd come back and show you guys how I mounted this on the wall here in our display room. That was a really popular question, it seems. So it's just really basic, you guys. I just show you it's hanging on the wall here. You can see I've got a couple other bomber kits that I built a while back alongside them. This is the spot where I originally had the B-29. The Enola Gay that I built. That's down here waiting to be rehung on the floor here. I'm going to be moving that over to this corner over here. It'll fit in that area. The B-36 was too big to put over there. So I just wanted to make a follow-up video and talk to you about how I do this. It's really simple. I'm going to make a little bit of noise here. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys on this camera. I'm going to extend the little thing I've got here. I'm going to get you up close so you can see basically underneath here, if I can get behind that. Maybe if I can go over to the B-25 there. You guys can see right there, you see the drywall screw there going into the wall. It's just a drywall anchor rated at, I think it's rated at like 40 pounds. And I've got a long sheet metal screw sticking out of that. You know, you can get extra long screws at your local hardware store. And so it just screws into that drywall anchor, and then there's a washer on it. And in this case, there's an open hole on the bottom of that B-25 just behind the bomb bay. And it's just catching that. And the weight of the airplane, you know, the forward part of the airplane's keeping it straight. Over here on the B-17, the Memphis Belle, you can see that we have it in the tail wheel opening there. And that worked out just fine. So on the B-36 here, I can't really get the camera in there to show you the angle, and maybe it'll see in there if I can get that in there just right. It's into the rear part of the bomb bay door. And that's the same way I had it with the B-29 that was hanging there. And I'm going to remount that the same way. So it's really simple, guys. You just take a, you know, a good drywall anchor. Get the bigger, thicker type ones that you'll see at the Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever. And screw that in. You know, you got to make a little pilot hole in the drywall, and then just screw it in until it's all the way flush. And then if the screws that come with the drywall anchor are not big enough, just go over to the fastener area at Lowe's or Home Depot and pick out the extra long sheet metal screws. Now what you could also do, you could use a machine screw, and you could put a little nut on there and put the washer. I've just got the washer sitting on there. You know, with the weight of everything, it's not going to go anywhere. But if you want to, you could use a machine screw, and you could put a little nut on there with the washer and have that locked in the top. The washer, the purpose of the washer would be to make sure that the model can't somehow jump off of there. But the B-29 and these other planes have been sitting in here for probably almost 2 years now, and they have never moved. And we've had all kinds of shaking and rattling and rolling going on, and it's never been a problem. They're just really heavy, and the weight's all concentrated at the nose, like I said. So if you have them nose down like this, they'll work out just fine. So you can see, guys, I'm in the middle of a big project here. I've got several models on the floor. Here's our big 200 scale Titanic waiting patiently to be built later this fall. So I'm putting up a lot more shelves in here. This window in this room isn't used. You know, it's kind of all blocked off, so I'm going to put shelves all the way across that and just have the black curtain as a background. Taking down some of these pictures and some of the plaques from the model shows and stuff, and clearing up more space. So by the time I'm all said and done here, I'll come back and show you guys an update video, because I got a lot of new models in here that I've been wanting to make an update video for a while on the display room. People keep asking about that too. So I'll come back and do a video on that pretty soon. But just kind of got all of our old movie cars here, and a few recent additions, the California Kid there, and the Lusitania, and a few others. So we'll go through and show you some of those in a little while. Some of you guys might have missed some of those. So that's about it, guys. I hope this video will help you out, and that'll answer the question about how I hang these up. You know, you always have the option of hanging them on the ceiling, but I don't really like to do that because, you know, I'd worry about it falling, using fishing line or whatever, and then when they get dusty, you got to go up there, and dust tends to accumulate really a lot on top of stuff, you know, so if it's hanging up close to the top of the ceiling, it's going to get really dusty. You'll have to take it down and clean it and all that. You have to take it down if you want to see it. Actually, you know, you can only see the bottom of the plane hanging up like that. So this is a really good way to do that. And I don't even know where I came up with the idea. I don't think I ever saw it anywhere. I just thought it would be more convenient that way. And I knew building these big airplanes, especially when I built the B-29, that I was going to have an issue with trying to, you know, put it somewhere. This is way too big for any kind of shelf I've gotten here. So, all right, guys, that's about it for this one. Babbled on long enough. I'll come back a couple days and we're going to have another update on the Cylon Baystar. And then I'm going to be working on, I've got an update coming out on the big Enterprise. I've been doing a little bit of work on that. Just going really slow and steady on that one. No hurry, like I said from the very beginning. But you guys want to see an update, so we'll show you what we're doing with that. All right, so that's it for this one, everybody. Like we always tell you, take care out there and happy modeling. We'll see you next time.